Hey, welcome back, folks. Isn't that beautiful? Even with no lights on in here, like it's totally, I would say dark, but it's not effectively dark because it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Anyhow, I have so many buttons and lights that I can use here now to make things all pretty and nice. And I just wanted to show you quickly what I can do. So of course, this red button in the middle, sort of right here where you can't see my finger, there, it turns on red now. That is the 12 volt regulated power supply, which I'm going to supply several of the different LED lights and features in here to make them last longer and make their glow, their brightness more stable when the battery is being charged, as you can see here. So I have control of this light under here, which is a very nice accent light. It'll be great when someone's in here and we're sitting in the evening having a tea, or who knows, maybe even a spirit or two. I don't know. Anyhow, as well, let me do this. Here we go. So these two switches right on the end, these two, they do not go through the regulator, but I have control of both sides, low and high, as you can see, and they go really bright and then down nice and dim. And it really changes the atmosphere in here from total bright. So when they are totally bright like this, then you get amazing color and sharpness of the video, and it's wonderful. So I've got my mustard shirt on today. I don't know why. It was just next on the shirt rack. I was going to go right into this episode this week of installing the LED strips under here, which we will do. And by the way, there's already switches here waiting for those to be installed. We just have to wire them up, drill another little hole up in here to get the wire through. That's not a big deal, I don't think. Once I start drilling, maybe I'll find out if it's a big deal or not. Okay, so we have something like an emergency came up, and the only reason I'm talking to you this late in the day right now, because normally I do my videos in the morning. I don't know why. It's just I look better in the morning. So I apologize for being here with you not in the morning. I know it's probably going to be rough on the vision. But what we have is an emergency with the door. I don't know if you recall, many episodes ago I had to adjust the turnbuckle in the lower lock of the door, because this door has two, count them, two automotive style latches, because the door's so tall, I assume. So the bottom turnbuckle became loose many months ago, and I had to turn it in, tighten it a bit so the door would open right. Well, the top turnbuckle, which I guess is right in this area, I think it has become loose, because now the top latch won't release. Like, this door will not open right now, and it hasn't for 2 days. Not a huge emergency, but hey, it could be. So oh my gosh. All right, so pulling and forcing on it many times, because I didn't do all of the video here for you. It was quite a struggle. So then I started doing it while pulling on the emergency latch, and I think that did it. As you can see, the reason we really needed to get the door open is because there are several screws up here which hold this panel on. Now I'm not sure, do I have to take the outside edge of this window off or not? Anyhow, let's start undoing some screws and see what's behind here, see what we can get at. Okay, good luck with all of that. The frame of the window was holding this panel in. Now that I've got it pulled back a bit, and you can see I'm holding it open with this. So down here, right there, is the turnbuckle. And I can see the bottom, I'll try to get you, the bottom lock nut has totally come loose. So yeah, I got to turn that, bring it up, tighten the turnbuckle like this a few times. There we go, a little more. There. And yeah, so we'll decide which way that is to tighten up, and then I'll bring this bottom lock nut up again, and there we go. There's traveling now. So that must have come loose. And then the turnbuckle, just over time of slamming the door and all that stuff, it would come loose. Now I want to tighten this. So I'm going to go this way. It seems to be loosening it. There we go. Let's go this way. Yeah. And this is just one of those jobs where you will come out with a few new victory scars. All right. Now it's sort of the kind of thing that you have to guess, right? So I'm going to guess there. I'll bring these nuts up and bring them into contact with that. There we go. And I'll have to use a pair of needle nose pliers or something to get in there and really tighten those down. Okay. All right. Perfect. I'll pop all the screws on the outside here, and job well done. Okay, it is 2 days later, not the next day. New shirt, as you can tell, that is always your sign so that you know when we're continuing on with the next chapter of this continuing novel. Alrighty, so what we're going to get into today, let me just turn some more lights on. I have the main little reading light on in here now. I have my flashlight, the Milwaukee light going, and of course the lights on the ceiling are going full blast so that you can see everything with delight. What we're going to do next is what I promised we're going to do this next episode, but the door, I had to fix that. That was definitely an emergency. Okay, what we're going to get into today is hopefully installing and wiring in, which is not rocket science. I have purchased from AliExpress, very cheap. I think these were like $3 or $4 a strip. So I got what looks to be half a meter of red LEDs. And then I have, I believe, full meters. Is it full? Yeah, I think so. A full meter of Cobb warm white LED strips. Or I have another strip, which is a full meter of LED strip lighting. So I still haven't decided which one I'm going to put in. I believe I'm going to go with a Cobb, simply because its color is a little more natural. So for cooking and preparing different foods and whatnot, I'm not sure yet, because these LEDs are very warm. The color of them is nice, beautiful. You want some warm LED lighting in a vehicle like this, where you're going to be spending some long winter afternoons or evenings in here, perhaps, just being more gentle on the eyes. This LED is considered a cold white. It's nice, but you know, just for being on when you're trying to relax, I don't get it. I can't do that. And then these lights up here on the ceiling, which I do have control of low or high, which is wonderful. But these lights, those are medically approved. So the color of these lights is a pure white light. And the reason for that is because any judgments the paramedics would have to make on a person's color or appearance of maybe different bruising or injuries or whatnot, it has to be accurate. So that's why the ceiling have these really, really expensive. And I did price these. These things are $225 a piece in Canadian dollars. So that's quite a bit each. And I've got 6 of them in here. Do the math. So I do want warm white LEDs under here. And this side is going to get a red strip. That red will be controlled out of this switch. The down position will be red. The upper position is this white reading light. The other 2 white strips that I'm going to put under this side and under this side, which will be the kitchenette at some point, will be controlled under the next switch. So the down position would be just this side, and then the up position would be this side plus that side. Again, I haven't 100% decided which white I want in here. But what we're going to do first, anyhow, while I think on that, is we need to drill another hole, but it's not going through the metal. It's going through the sort of plastic type material body. Now, I've already had a couple of questions from different people on why a red strip LED down here. I'm former military, so I am a veteran, and anybody that is military trained knows why red light is used. And it's simply used because of any colors that the human eye is able to pick up. Red, especially for just necessary needs, like maybe taking notes, writing, doing some things, moving around. Red is the color that will harm your night vision the least. Now, I've seen some YouTubers already regretting putting, fancy color blue lights for their indicator lights, for their LEDs and different things, because it looks so nifty and cool. The problem is blue lighting, even at nighttime on a little tiny light, when you're trying to sleep or have a nice quiet evening, those little tiny blue lights are going to sparkle up the room like a bolt of lightning. It is ridiculous. And especially at nighttime, a blue light is very harmful to your night vision, and it also triggers an awake mode in the human brain. And that's already been proven. That's why your cell phone, most likely, has an evening or nighttime setting, which takes the blue away from the display. So it's not rocket science. All of my indicator lights on the panel I chose and I ordered in red. The only thing I can't control were things like the Renogy display here, which you see glowing green. But at nighttime, I can turn that display off or turn it down so that it's not even on. So all my indicators are red. I will be putting in a full 1 meter red LED light strip just under this lip here, so that I can choose if I want to have red light in here only for whatever reasons, and that's the way that's going to go. So warm white and red under the panel here, and there's a lot of space. I can get you under, and you can probably see better than me. So they're both going to go along this surface on the top part facing down, and that's what we're going to get into right now. So I know there's nothing back here that I have to be concerned about. It's wide open territory, so I'm not even going to have to go look. We'll vacuum out the destruction later. Okay, it's on drill mode. Torque is up. So here we go. That's it. That's all we need. One nice neat hole. Done. I'm going to clean the under surface of this area where we're going to be adhering these lights. I'm going to clean it with alcohol. What I'm going to do now is just guess the length of the wire I might need to come from this top edge where we're going to connect these ends of the strips in, across here, and then down and over. Give me a little bit of working space, so probably 2 feet. Again, we can always cut off on the other side what we don't need, so it's not a big deal. So let's do this approximately here. Come down to a working length, so I'll say about there. Okay, coming again, here we go, and right about there. I have some heat shrink tube. Just going to size that up to see what we need. There we go. I'll use yellow. I've often done projects like this and forgotten to put the heat shrink tubes on, and when you get the wire soldered together, you are then surprising yourself with the fact that you were dumb enough to forget to put the heat shrink tube in. I guess we've all been there, perhaps. Okay. So, I don't know if this works very well or not. I've never tried it. So you turn it on, and you set the, there, can you see? There's a display here. I can set the temperature. I hope that's good. Alright, I'm going to bring the first couple of heat shrink things down. Black one and a white one. red one. There we go. Might as well turn this off. There we go. That seemed to work fine off my Milwaukee batteries. Sorry, Milwaukee, I had to buy a cheaper one. All right, so I'm gonna heat shrink these two first. Use my Milwaukee battery heat shrinky gun. Well, push this one through. Push this one through. Here we go. All right. And the red one. There we go. Now I do need to adhere the white one first, at least on this side, because the red one is going to go on the inner side of it. So I'm going to wash my fingers just a little bit because of the soldering. The solder flux is very greasy, and if I got a little bit of that on the surface or the bottom side of this tape, it might not adhere properly. So it already comes pre-stickied, I guess. There's an adhesive on the underside. Let's do this. And now the red strip. That'll go just on the inside of this one here. And this one seems to be much more sticky. Yeah, it's a lot stickier. I don't think this one's ever gonna come off. It gets pretty hot in here though, so there is a chance that these could heat up sometime and go gummy and then fall. I don't know. All right, good. Let's scoot outside and do some wiring. On the bottom, on that side. Let's do that. All right. It's got power. It's got ground. It should work. All right. I have the ceiling light on one side, on the entry side, nice and dim. So let's see what switches we have working here now. So the 12 volt power is on for the regulated power. Whoa, we have red. Nice, I like that. And then in the upper position, of course, we have the reading light. Good. Now this next switch should work. And it does. I have the light on this side completely from end to other. And then all of it. Look at that. Wow. That is impressive. Those little strip lights in there. Those are some bright. Holy moly. Wow. I'm happy. That is great. Okay. So all of the lighting that I need for now is done. The RGB strips I'm going to put in the cabinets above. Those are going to come a little later. That's not a panic, and their switch would be right over here, this bottom one on the right. But wow, having these in place is wonderful. And I think the color tone of those is perfect. I like it. It's nice and white, but it's not overwhelming. Well, folks, thank you very much. I am very happy to have all of this lighting in control now. I think this is going to be amazing. I have so much to choose from now. Yeah, that's great. Folks, thank you for joining me here at primotimes again. And please tap the like, subscribe, and tell your friends how insane this show really is. Thank you, folks. I love you very much. And I'm going to play with some lights here now in the next little while. Maybe I'll go for a drive. It's getting dark out now. It's about 7:30 p.m. here in central Ontario. Temperature's finally starting to come down a little bit, which is nice. I love you very much. Take care. Bye-bye.